Hey, friends, welcome to the Johnson City Living Podcast, where we learn about the people, places, events, and flavors that make Johnson City just the best place in the world to live. It is a beautiful spring day here in Johnson City. I'm here with some friends of mine, and I'm excited for you to get to know them. Mitch and Melissa McGarry.
Marissa.
Marissa
It's
McGarry.
okay.
Is it really? I'm
Yes,
terrible. We need to
that's
start
fine.
over. Marissa. Why did I get Melissa? Anyway, I apologize.
It happens.
We're here with the owners of Maypop Media, who now are in control of the domain that we podcast in. And they have now moved to Johnson City. So, first of all, you're not from here, but you moved to Johnson City. And what's your favorite thing about it?
Our favorite thing about Johnson City,
Yes.
there's a lot of favorites.
Okay.
Food,
You want to do top
all the
three,
outdoorsy
top
stuff.
five? What do you think?
What's your favorite, Marissa?
My favorite is that even though it's a little bit of a smaller town, there's just a lot of opportunity here. And I feel like it's a really cool creative place. When we first moved here, we thought it'd just be a landing zone for maybe a year or two while we finished some school, and then we'd move to Nashville because that's where all the creative people are, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Johnson
We have
City's
creative.
full
Plenty
of
of them
creative
here.
people. We have made so many good friends and connections and really been able to grow our business and feel like we're thriving here, instead of maybe trying to compete so much in a bigger town and a bigger scene.
That's
So,
good to hear, I think, because I think it wasn't long ago that people were like, "Oh, you guys have indoor bathrooms, right?" and that kind of thing. And so
Paved roads.
paved roads. Yes, we have schools and all of it. Yes. So for you to say that we have creative people here, that's very exciting.
yeah, at least I know a lot of creative people.
Yeah,
So,
and you're adding to
Yeah.
that, right?
yeah, I
Now,
hope so.
Marissa, where'd you grow up?
So Mitch and I both grew up in Utah. So we're from out west,
Gotcha.
the Rocky Mountains.
Rocky
And they
Mountains.
have indoor bathrooms and roads out there too, right?
Yes.
They
Okay.
do,
All
yeah.
the things.
Salty stuff.
A lot of salt.
A lot of
yeah.
salt. Is that where the
Lake.
salt's flats are?
Yep.
Yes.
Salt flats.
Mhm.
Yes.
Have you
We
how
have
have you ever
some-
been out there and gone like 200 miles an hour in a car?
I've actually never been there. Marissa's been there a few times.
Have
Yeah,
you
I've done
ever
some
gone
photo shoots
200
out
miles
there,
in a
but
car?
No, I have not done.
Like, I
I
mean,
have
there's
not
nothing
done
to
that.
run into, right?
Haven't
It's just,
No,
baptized
it's
the car.
just it's flat. It's exactly what it
it's
says it is.
flat
Yeah.
and salty.
Salty, yeah.
Probably not good for cars.
You need to wash your car right
I was
after
going to
you're
say
done.
yes. Yes. Sorry.
Get
Anyway,
some
okay.
rest.
so you grew up in Utah.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
we both grew up there.
Cool. And
My
then
grandpa's actually from Chattanooga, though, so I have some Tennessee roots.
I could feel it. I could feel it.
We've got lots of amazing family history with moonshining and
All right.
hillbilly
Now we're getting
living
down
and all
to
the
it.
goodies.
Yes. Yes.
Signal Mountain and Lookout.
Yeah.
Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
They
beautiful
lived
down
up
there.
on what mountain was it they lived
Signal
up on?
Mountain.
Signal.
Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a family cemetery up there, and my grandpa Charlie Brown ran the church, and it was just the whole thing.
That's
so.
cool. And then some sort of diversion took your dad and mom or somebody out to Utah.
Yep, my grandpa moved out.
To Utah.
Yep.
That's cool. Okay. And then you guys got married how long ago?
We're almost to 5 years. Be 5 years in. I guess it's not almost there, but November will be 5 years.
Gotcha. And you have two furry kids.
Yep.
Two furry
I've seen pictures.
kids. Yeah,
They're adorable.
we can't forget our tortoise. We have a tortoise as well.
We also have
Oh.
a tortoise.
We always forget about him, and
And he
feel
always
bad.
says, "Hey, I heard the podcast
I'm
today.
here."
What's the deal?
Uh-huh.
Where are you guys? Why aren't you loving on the
He
turtle?"
just sits out in the yard and eats leftover broccoli.
All the leftovers. He's my compost machine. I just
Yep.
throw things out there to him.
That'd be good.
Charles the tortoise.
Charles, the
Yeah,
tortoise.
Charles the
Yeah.
tortoise.
Nice. Does he eat kale too? Because
Eats
I would have a
kale.
lot of leftover kale that he
Uh-huh.
could
Kale, yeah.
eat when I kale. He loves it.
Kill you.
He loves it. Okay, so Utah, you met in high school.
We no, we met when we were 25.
Nice,
We met on a dating app
nice.
in Utah.
I have some good
We're
friends
true
who met
millennials.
on the dating
Yep.
app. Yep, they met. I think when it first came out,
Okay. Yeah.
20 years ago, probably.
It worked out great though because we were able to meet each other and already had a lot of things in common, and that's
Mhm.
why we got matched up, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
But we both really have this entrepreneurial spirit about life and kind of doing things our own way.
Uh-huh.
So even though our personalities are different, a lot of our values and the way that we like to live life is the same.
That's awesome. Yeah. And so on the so you guys met, and then did you have the same kind of career? Were you both in media at that point, or did you like
We were both really into music at that point. So
I was actually in construction
yeah, you were
for
working
work. Yeah.
construction, wanting to finish music school. I already had a music degree.
nice?
Yeah.
I was actually I was like this hippie. I did like drum circles. I'd do them at like jails and nursing homes and stuff, and
That's awesome.
just connect people with music, and it was pretty fun. Music's a hard gig though. You know,
Yeah.
you got to really want to get after it or live in a really big city and to make a full-time living. I feel like, you know, doing music things.
Mhm.
So we both still love music, but I guess it's more of a hobby now than a jobby.
Yeah.
Yes.
They we were walking downtown last year maybe, and there was in the farmers market one night they were doing a drum circle. Do you ever
Oh,
hook
yeah.
up with any of that?
Yeah, I've been around to a
Yeah.
few. They've got a lot in Nashville as well.
That's cool. And Asheville has a bunch.
Yeah.
It seems like every time you go to Asheville, they're having a drum circle.
Oh yeah.
I
Right,
said,
yeah.
I didn't know you could get
Those
paid
are
for
my
doing
people.
that. They're doing it. They're doing it, and I like it. And secretly, don't tell anybody, but I
Yes.
would love to get into the drum circle. But I
Okay.
feel like I'm just not real rhythmic. I think I could figure it out.
Everybody has it inside of them. So
My beautiful wife can play the cajon, and
Mhm.
I'm just amazed.
That's cool.
It's really cool. So,
We
Marissa,
just
you
moved
can take her to the drum circle one night.
man, we just moved. I can't tell you all the musical instruments that we
Yeah,
that
we
we had
forgot
to
we had
move.
as many as
There's
we
like
did.
12 guitars and banjos and all of my drum stuff, and it's a lot. But
And it's not
um,
easy to move that stuff either. You got to be careful with it. And yeah.
music was a really good way for us to kind of gateway, though. I feel like into entrepreneurship or just running a small business. You have to be really willing to network with people and put yourself out there as a musician.
Mhm.
I kind of wish that maybe with music degrees they would teach you a little bit more about business and have you take some business classes as well.
Right?
Because I'm great at playing music, but I didn't know a lot about running a business.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I figured it out, and I've always like done little things here and there, teach music lessons or summer camps, or you know, doing the drum circles or playing for TV shows and gigs. And so that's kind of how I got into, I guess, the media space.
Yeah. That's
At
what I
least
was
for me,
leading
and
into. Like, how did that get you into photography? And
making music
Mhm.
videos. I was just really curious and would kind of reverse engineer the process. So how do we film this and put the music and the video together? And then I started getting really curious about video and how cameras work and YouTube and just, you know, all the things. I just started diving into learning, and I really enjoyed it. And I was a school teacher here when we first moved here, teaching music class.
fun.
And I side hustled doing some video, like little video projects on the weekends. I got into weddings. You know, made promotional videos for businesses and was just doing a lot of free stuff just to practice and work at it. And by the end of the first school year, this wasn't my path, and
Mhm.
I had a great experience, but it's not what I wanted to do
Right.
long term. And I said, I think that we can go full time doing videos and pictures and producing music and producing audio.
Mhm.
And it was a little bit scary because Mitch was just finishing school. So we were poor and broke after that. And starting a business from scratch and not having that consistent income was a little bit of a leap of faith. And then the pandemic hit. And I was like, oh no, this was a
Uh-oh.
really bad decision.
Yeah, it was
I
good
even
timing.
applied for Target. Target didn't hire me. I applied for a few different jobs and it just wasn't working out. And I said, well, I'm going to have to make this work. And so we just put all of the irons in the fire,
Yeah.
I guess you would
There
say.
you go. Uh-huh.
And I was very surprised that that 2020 was an extremely profitable year for our business, and I think a lot more people were needing media and videos
Mhm.
and pictures and content because so many things were going online.
Right.
Right.
It didn't start out that way though.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people cancel at the beginning of the
Sure.
year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fearful.
Yeah, fearful. But then they realized we can have smaller weddings, not invite as many people.
Yep.
But we want to get it on video.
Right.
so that ended up
Being a bonus.
helping out. Yeah.
Got some.
And you just
few
finished
wedding
up your
clients.
you had just finished your degree in bluegrass, right? Is that-
Yeah. So I majored in bluegrass at ETSU, and I also minored in radio, TV, and film. So
and there aren't a lot of places you can get a degree in bluegrass.
nope, there's the one and only ETSU.
Woo, baby, go
Yep,
Bucks!
go
Which is what
Bucks.
brought us here,
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
and they can't make us leave
There you go. We wouldn't want you to now.
because we love it here.
Yeah,
We like
it's-
you guys. You passed the test, so you get to stay. There's some other
Thank you.
people we're kind of like, well, we're going to invite you to move to wherever else.
Yes.
Just- no, you
Doors
guys
that
can
way.
definitely stay. So
Thank you.
when did you incorporate? So right around 2020, you said, all right, we're going to make Maypop Media. Where'd you get the name from Maypop?
Well, actually,
Well, we had a good story about the name change. Yeah.
we first started our business as Two Peak Studios,
Oh,
and we named. I guess I named it. Mitch was like,
You named it.
he-
I had
he
nothing to.
didn't-
Yeah.
I named it Two Peak Studios because we're from the Rocky Mountains, right? And
Yeah.
now we moved to the
there you
Appalachian
go. I
Mountains.
like it.
So, like,
Yes,
two
I
mountain
see.
peaks.
Mhm.
But I was getting comments all the time about, I guess there's a restaurant called Two Peaks, and
Twin
it's
Peaks.
like, Twin Peaks,
It's like
Wasn't
Hooters.
that a
It's like-
movie?
and it's a movie.
I think there's a
it's
movie.
one
And
of
or
no, it
a
was
TV
like a
show.
show. We used to watch
Yeah.
it when we were kids.
Right.
You
It's like
guys were like
a-
weren't even born, but
It's like a Hooters restaurant, and so then
oh,
just
that's
there
different.
was confusion. I feel like
Yeah,
when people
people
would
show
Google our
up and they're like,
business,
Mitch
they
is
were-
like, what? Yeah,
they
yeah.
were like,
We don't serve
seeing other
wings.
things pop up.
Well said.
And I don't wear booty shorts.
Oh,
So-
that was the down.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had you
Last
just
year-
worn the booty shorts, we would have been.
We'd
We'd still
probably-
be
yeah.
at the Twin Peaks.
Which-
Oh man. So then we're
Last
just,
year,
okay.
we-
You're
we
like, wait a minute. Let's
decided,
rebrand a little
Let's
bit.
change the name. Let's rebrand and
Maypop
played around.
Media.
Yeah, played around with a lot of different names and. Maypop's the state wildflower of Tennessee. We really like nature, and so I draw a lot of my
I
inspiration.
had no
from
idea.
there.
I
You
knew
know,
our
the
state flower was the
mountains.
iris.
I looked through all the state things. What's
Yeah.
the state this? What's that? Limestone Studios wasn't
Ooh.
quite calling my name,
That
but
sounds
Yeah.
cool though.
Maypop, and we also wanted to change the last name to be Media, so it can encompass all
Mhm.
those that we're doing
Mhm.
with audio and visual production.
Yeah.
And I liked Maypop Media with the
Medium
the
MMs, yeah.
Mhm.
And
plus
your
we're Mitch
video
and
Maypop,
Marissa, McGarry.
Yeah,
so there's
a
all
lot
the
of
M's.
Yeah.
all kinds of M's. I love it. We're CC. We got C's all over the
I
place.
got a
Yep.
bag of M&Ms in my backpack right now.
Yep.
In your Marmot backpack.
That's a true story. Though.
I'm just
I do have
that's
some M&Ms in there.
hey,
I should have broke them out for the.
it's never too late, Mitch.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
That's awesome. So then you started Maypop.
Mhm.
So we rebranded last year, and it's been good.
Yeah.
Got some new logos made and all the things, and we're trying to more focus. I mean, we love weddings, and that's like a great thing that.
Oh, how can you
We
not
get
love
paid
weddings,
for,
right? It's the
But I'd
best day
love
ever
to
for people.
do maybe just like 10 or 15 weddings a year instead of like 40 or 50. Like
That's
we've
a
been
lot.
Doing.
Yeah.
So our goal really is to. I'll still do weddings, and it's mostly me that does the weddings. Mitch is kind of phased out of that, but
Mhm.
we would love to mostly serve people in the community and have relationships with all our awesome small business
Yeah.
that we have here. We have so many amazing ones, and just create content for them and
Mhm.
help them with their podcast or their social media.
Which you're doing a great
content.
job with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So that's kind of our goal and what we're looking forward to. And it's been a good ride so far. It'll be fun to see where we're at a few years from now.
Mhm.
So we want to stay, an affordable service for people and maybe add a few more people to the team. And
I
instead
think
of
there's probably
scaling up and raising
have a-
prices.
yeah. I'm people. I say I'm frugal. I kind of keep an eye on expenses a little bit. Carly really keeps an eye on expenses, so which is good. But yeah, I think for me, like sometimes I'll talk to people and they'll be like, "Oh, well, that's only like $5,000," and you're like, "Well,
Only.
I didn't. Yeah, my name's not, Mr. Starbucks or Chick-fil-A or somebody."
Yes.
And so I think that having that thought process around the pricing is genius. I think there's probably like high end and you find somewhere in the middle and
Yeah.
and you've got a good spot to
I think
land.
a lot of media businesses scale their business or grow their business by, raising their prices more and more and working with
Uh-huh.
bigger and bigger brands. But we want to stay working with the small businesses. We know they can't afford, $5,000
Yeah.
commercial ads.
Right.
a month. So we want to be able to keep offering, you know, what we can for our clients and still grow, and maybe we'll add a team or something down the road. We'll have some different options. We'd love to have a studio space that people can, I mean, this studio space is great, but maybe a bigger space where people
Sure.
can come to record videos and do all sorts of other things.
Have a green
So
room and all that fun stuff.
yeah, we have lots of fun plans and ideas in the works, but we definitely want to stay to be a mostly local business for the most part. At least that's what
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I don't need to be making commercials for all the fancy high up brands.
Got it.
I
We'll
wanna
let some other
support-
people handle that, and you're helping
Yes,
out.
I
Yeah.
want to support what we're doing here.
It
in
sounds like
Johnson
your
City.
heart and our heart's the same. Like, I love people. I don't care who you are. I love you. I want to take care of you. And it sounds like you guys have the same
Yeah.
vision there. Calling, I guess, would be the
We
right word.
we really enjoy the clients we work with right now, and I mean we've developed friendships with them, and
Yeah.
it's been great. It's really helped us tap into the local community much better than we were before.
Mhm.
So that's one thing this business has done for us that I really enjoy.
Gotcha.
Being able to talk to people and help them out with their
Yeah.
business.
Well, that was what I was getting ready to ask you, Mitch. Is what are you best at? Do you feel like besides getting bluegrass degrees,
Well, other than that,
which I do all the time? Got 3 or 4
do
of them.
that. Yeah, do that once a year. I'm kind of the audio guy here with our business, so I do podcasting. One of my focuses with the bluegrass degree and my minor with radio, TV, and film, which is a really good program as well at ETSU, was media production.
Okay.
So everything I do over there on the computer, on the soundboard, and everything, I learned a lot of that there, and that's where my skill set is, and really enjoy it.
That's cool.
Mitch
Yeah.
has also become quite good at video editing over the last few years. I started getting a little bit swamped and said, "Hey, I've either got to hire
Right.
an
If you
extra
want to hang out
editor,
with me, you
or
need to
you
be able
can
to.
do it,
That's
and we
right.
can keep the money."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I kind of taught him how to do some editing, and he does great. He has some of his own clients now that he does
Video
video editing for.
That's cool.
And if there's a few too many weddings on the plate, I'll occasionally pass him one, and he'll get it mostly done, and I'll add the finishing touches onto it. And
I love it.
I'm the on-call video editor
Gotcha.
for weddings. Yeah.
Cool.
so Mitch does a lot more behind the scenes, even though I'm maybe a little bit more of the face of the brand, just because I'm a little more outgoing. But he does a lot. I'm super grateful that
Oh,
we
yeah.
can be a team.
I can tell you guys are a good team, and if you can work together, then
Yeah,
that's
we're
great.
together 24/7. We work together. We're at home together. We walk the dogs. We go to the gym together. It's a pretty unique thing, when I think about it, because I don't think a lot of people are
Get
able
the
to
boy.
do that.
Yeah,
with their
that's the cool thing
spouse.
about
Mhm.
right the world now. Right, you can work from anywhere.
Yeah. So it's a dream come true for me, anyways. I always wanted to have a partner not only that supported what I was doing, but could work together with and had shared the same visions and dreams. And so I
Aw,
love you, honey.
Love you too.
man, we had a little moment right here on the Johnson City Living podcast right there. Aw,
You need a
you
tissue,
can
Marissa?
tell. You can tell that she loves you, Mitch, and that's awesome. And he talks about you relentlessly when you're not around. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he loves you very much too. You guys are a match made in heaven, perfectly.
Well, thank you, Colin.
Okay, so I asked Mitch what he's great at. I'm kind of feeling like cameras are your forte, but what else do you feel like you're the best at?
I do feel like I'm good at peopling,
People.
working with people and
Yeah.
building relationships. Have you heard of the Clifton Strengths Finder?
I've heard of Strengths Finder. Yes.
I've done that, and my number one top strength is positivity.
Okay,
So
I'm up there.
That's great. I'm able to deal with adversity and find the positive in any situation. And one of my other top strengths is futuristic. So I'm good at setting goals and
Yeah.
achieving said goals. And one of my other ones is called woo, which is winning people over. You're a woo.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy working with people and making everything a win-win situation. I'm obviously this is the way that we make an income, but it's
Yes.
a win-win if I'm helping someone else with their business or creating some memories for them, or
Mhm.
that's what's awesome about it.
I
So,
think it is. Yeah, and I think we're cut from the same cloth, and Carly and Mitch are more of the same cloth. But, and I think it's really cool. and I'm like loving that you guys are finding this out early because it took a while for me to figure that out. That you have your strengths. The Lord made you in a way that He created you, right, and He knows exactly what you're best at. And so, if
Mhm.
you can figure out how to live in that and work in that, and instead of swimming upstream all the time, going against what you are made to do and make money doing it, I think, hey, you're going to be in a joyful position forever. I mean, that's what I love about my job. I get to meet new people every day. I get to do crazy stuff like a podcast to try and connect with people out there in the atmosphere. So if you're out there, and so it's just, it's a huge blessing. So I'm excited for you guys early on that you found that because it took me a little while to figure that out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're trying. We're both turning 30 this year, and
I would have guessed
we'd
you're in
love to
your
retire by 40. No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
Well, there you go. And so, yeah, then
That'd
you'll
be
really
nice.
spend some time together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that quote though. That's like life is more than, or you were made for more than just pay bills and die, or whatever the
Yeah.
quote is.
Pay taxes.
Yeah. Yeah. Texas.
So,
Wonderful
there's many
Texas.
ups and downs of owning your own business, and I'm sure anyone that's listening that owns their own business can relate that there's a lot that goes on that's hard to deal with. But for me, the good things totally outweigh the negative things, and being able to feel like you have a purpose and mission, and you're not just flipping burgers at McDonald's, unless that's your
That's your
life
thing.
purpose.
Yeah, right.
That's great.
That
But
could be great.
Mhm.
we're really excited that we're able to at least be doing what we want to do full time now. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's been many years of side hustling this and that and the other. And so it's very exciting that we can do this full time. It's our full time gig.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think some advice, you can't do it all well, right? Even between the two
Yes.
of you, there are weaknesses. And so find people that the Lord made that love to do accounting, which thank you, Eric, our accountant guy. I love him because
Shout out to Eric.
I don't want to do accounting. Like I just don't even, yeah. And then people who love detail stuff, and
Yes.
so, yeah, leverage that out. If you're listening and you're like, oh, I'm struggling with this stuff, you're blessing somebody else to hire them to handle it for you.
Yeah.
And so, I wouldn't even I would have a podcast and I would be the listener and the talker, and that'd be it. But Mitch puts it out all over the atmosphere, and I'm like super grateful for him for doing that because it would be just on my computer or something.
And I
wouldn't
get
even-
to listen to it live every week, which I thoroughly enjoy.
Well, I appreciate that. You're stuck here is the problem.
I don't mind. I don't
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. Okay, back to Johnson City. You guys, I know, like to hike a little bit, from what I hear.
Mm.
Tell us about some of the great outdoor experiences you've had here in Johnson City.
So Marissa's actually more of the hiker.
You
I-
said you love to go hiking with her and the dogs.
Mitch likes
I
nature walks.
do like to go.
Not
Yeah.
nature strenuous
Oh,
hikes.
Gotcha.
It's like
If it's
this
all
kind of an
downhill?
incline- yeah, downhill or just like a slight incline.
Ooh, yeah.
That's good.
I'll drive you to the top of Roan and drop you off,
Perfect.
and she
And I'll
can be
walk
meeting
down.
you up at the top.
Uh-huh.
And then you're like, "Hey, baby, let's go. It's time to go back down." That'd be perfect.
Yeah. We went to Mount Mitchell a few weeks ago, and we got to drive all the way up there. So
It's a
He
good
was all
spot.
about that.
that
There
was
you go.
fantastic. Yeah. Little walk to the little lookout, the
Yeah.
360 lookout point up there. It's fantastic.
Beautiful.
We
Yeah,
love
that's my kind of hike.
There you go.
Blue Hole in Elizabethton. Is that the actual location of it?
Yeah.
That's a short, leisurely walk to
Mhm.
some really cool.
Did you guys swim in
waterfall.
there?
We have
Yeah.
kind of
And
yeah,
you also fell in there and broke your
hurt
toe.
myself. Yeah.
Ow.
Slipped on a rock.
Slipped on a rock. Yeah.
Did you get your toe
Um,
fixed?
Yeah.
That's
I
okay.
didn't break my toe. I just
Jammed it up or
jammed
something?
it. Yeah. It's fine.
We did have an adventure. We tried to do Devil's Bathtub
Oh yeah. At the wrong time of the
at
year.
the wrong time of the year. It was so full of water, and we were trying to get through it. And Mitch is holding the dogs up, and I'm trying to use my stick to get through the water because it was probably up past.
And we had your
past
mom there, and she
knees.
had just had
She
knee
just had a knee
replacement.
replacement. It was a
It
hot
was
mess.
wonderful. Yeah.
We only made it probably halfway before we were like, we can't. We're gonna get swept away in these rivers because I think there's like about 9 river crossings you have to do
Oh,
before
wow.
you get to the end of it.
But back to Johnson City.
That's not
Buffalo
too far
Mountain's
from
good.
Johnson City.
We love Buffalo Mountain.
Devil's bathtub. I mean, who's wanting to get in the bathtub with the devil anyway?
No,
So
no one wants
No.
to take a bath.
nobody wants to do that. I
dirty
think that was a good decision to turn back.
Yes. We love Buffalo Mountain.
Yep.
I
That's
like
a
to
good
We
one.
go up
fish.
there and fly the drone.
Yeah.
Get some
Yeah.
cool aerial footage. I go
Yeah.
up to Roan Mountain and like Harvard's Gap all the time for
Mhm.
pictures.
I think you have to get up early tomorrow. You said you were going to be up there.
Yes, I'll be there tomorrow.
Nice.
Where else have we been? We love a lot of the parks. Johnson City has some great parks.
We
like
do
Willow
have a lot
Springs
of good parks.
Yeah,
Park.
there's
Yep.
some really good ones.
What's the other one?
Rotary.
Winged Deer's good.
Winged deer.
Winged Deer
Rotary's
Park. I
good.
like that one.
Mhm. I like playing on the playground at Rotary. You know,
Yeah.
the
Go
moms
down the
and
slide.
dads are kind of like, "Hey, dude, you're a little big, but you know." It's
Shout
fun.
out to the Nolichucky River. We've
Yeah.
done some whitewater rafting
Yeah.
on
Uh-huh.
the river.
Wahoo's.
We have some friends that work at
Yeah.
Wahoo's River Adventures, is it?
Something like that. Yeah.
And it's a great time. So if you're local to the area and you haven't
Yes.
done that, definitely put that on your list for this spring and summer.
Yeah.
They're like
to go
world class
on the-
water rapids.
People come from all over
Yes.
the country to come here to do this. So it's right here in our backyard.
It's right here in our
super fun.
backyard. I've only done it 2 or 3 times, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Every time you're like, oh, this is serious.
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of cruising along, and then
Yeah.
it's like, oh, wait a minute, here we go. It's always good to, I think, stir up that fear in you a little bit.
We'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
doing some business for them this
Oh,
summer
cool.
too.
Nice.
Doing some pictures and videos and fun things. We'll get the GoPros out.
I was
and
gonna
some
say,
drone shots and
Mitch's gonna have a camera on a helmet and
yep.
paddle and
Mhm.
paddle cam.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
That would be actually really cool.
There you go.
New
What's the
perspective.
thing on the bull? You can have the bull cam where you're riding the bull
Oh,
up front.
Yeah.
And you ride the horn, you jump on the front of the boat.
Right. Do something like that. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool too. Have a drone going the whole time. It's
Mhm.
gonna be. You're gonna have a lot going on.
I'm gonna do like the bird's eye, like
Yep.
straight down. It'd be cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of adventures to do here.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, we're from Utah, which is kind of known as like the national parks state, right?
Right.
Mhm.
And all our friends are like, "Why are you going to Tennessee? There's nothing to do there." But there's a ton to do here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Smoky Mountain Park too. This is just an hour and a half drive
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
And the Blue Ridge Parkway, we love driving around there. And went to Grandfather Mountain for my birthday. So
Fun.
there's all sorts of fun things to do.
Did you do the
Around
suspension bridge at the top of Grandfather?
Yes.
I did carry one of our dogs across
He
that.
was so
wouldn't,
scared.
He wouldn't cross
It's
it.
like, I'm not doing this, man.
Yeah. He made it halfway and then just panicked.
He like literally froze up.
We have
And
one
Mitch
of those.
picked him up and
He wouldn't
was
go
just
back or all the way across. So I just took him across, picked
Smart.
him up like a baby, and
Yeah. At least he didn't
80
fight you on
pounds.
that. Yeah, I've got one that's the same. He'll like
Paralyzed.
freeze. It's just like, I'm not moving. But it's over little stuff. Like,
yeah,
and you're
Yeah.
like, what's the deal? Poor thing.
dogs are funny.
They are hilarious.
They are,
Yes.
yeah.
We also love all the food here.
I was
in
getting ready to
Johnson
say,
City.
that was my next question. You
We're
said you enjoy
foodies.
fooding.
If you can't
Yep.
tell. But we love all the food here. We've
Mhm.
been trying all sorts of food since we first came here.
Okay.
heard-
I'm going to hit you up a little bit.
Okay. some of our
Taco.
favorites.
Like if you want a taco
A
in
taco.
town, what are your
like
taco
White
spots? White duck taco. Okay. Then what's your favorite there?
Um
I like the
there's like a Thai peanut
Yeah.
taco or something.
Okay.
like
Yep.
that.
I've had that one. Mitch,
I
is
just
that
like
your
the fun
favorite?
different flavors. There.
I actually was gonna say a different place.
Okay.
Project Barbecue.
They make tacos?
They do, but I don't.
It's like a special thing. It's not all the time.
Yeah,
on the
they're
menu.
they're called
Quesabirria.
quesabirria tacos,
Mm.
and they're spicy
Mm.
and they're delicious.
It's like
That's what got me
Brisket?
going there.
What's
now
in
we
there?
do video work for them.
Do you?
Yeah, it's brisket. I
yeah, they're
think
really good.
What's the guy's name? Eric?
Alex
Alex
Weaver.
Alex Weaver, Project Barbecue. He
Mhm.
said he'd be on the podcast. So next time you're talking to him,
Yes.
say,
I'm seeing him tonight, so I'll let him know.
I need a guest for a couple weeks from now.
Yeah.
I was supposed to, my pastor and I were going to go eat lunch there,
Oh yeah.
but it was
That's
like
great.
a Tuesday. And
Yeah.
so we drove over. We didn't realize they just opened. I thought they were open, but
Yeah, they
I
moved.
pull
for,
up
food
and he's
trucks, so-
smoking stuff. And he says, hey, we're not open, but here is a wing,
Uh-huh.
just one. And I
Just pulled it
said,
out of his pocket.
he had a pan and like the smell off the grill and just him sitting in a apron and
Uh-huh.
it just, I was
Oh,
like,
you mean
I'm going to.
smoking something? I thought you meant like smoking something. And then he just,
No,
like, pulls the wing out of his
smoking
pocket.
meat
Smoking
smoking
meat,
in his
yeah.
super smoker that won't even fit in this building. It's so big.
Right.
And he hands me a wing and I go, he goes, you want a wing? I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
However, it was like crack. Like I have now been sitting here like, I need another wing. Like I want one of these wings. And we were going to go there the other night and the line was around the block
Yeah.
basically. So he is killing it. He told us that he needs people. So
Yeah.
if you need a job, you can go work at Project Barbecue.
There
So,
you go.
all right. So tacos, if you want a burger.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'd probably go to the Label. They've got like some sort of goat cheese, bacon,
Yep.
jam, something burger there.
That's a good one.
That's my.
Yep. Label. Mitch.
I'm gonna do two options here.
He's gonna say Project Barbecue.
I'm gonna say Project Barbecue. They have a brisket burger.
Holy
It
That's
is
smokes.
fantastic. Yeah, it's
There's also
amazing.
a mac and
I
cheese.
need
There's
to
also
try
the
that.
Project Burger, which is about that thick.
How do you even get your mouth around that,
You
Mitch?
can't. You just
Okay.
have to.
Chew-
You just have
like-
to work around it.
Okay.
You find a way.
You'll get her done.
Yeah.
You find a way.
There's point A to point B. You find a way. Gotta get that in my stomach. But,
It's going
and then
in some way.
for like fast food, I'd probably go. I just started going to Pal's.
Just
I mean, I'd been there, but I hadn't really appreciated it as much as I
Okay.
should have.
yes.
And I'm understanding it now.
Yeah, and you guys Westerners think In-N-Out's got it going on.
I actually think In-N-Out is overrated. So
You too?
for
'Cause
the record, I do not like In-N-Out.
a lot of my Californian friends who come over from here are like, "Oh, we're way better," and I'm like,
No.
I disagree, and I haven't even had an In-N-Out burger.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to have one recently.
It's not bad, but
I
it's
skipped it.
it's overrated.
I don't think it's that special.
They don't
I'm
have a
more
lot.
about the specialty burgers, like I said, with
Yeah,
the jam and
what
the
is
goat
that one
cheese
called?
on it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Squawking goat or something.
Yes, thank you. I was trying to think of the Iron Goat, but that's a biscuit over at Maple Street,
Mhm.
I love
which
that
is good too.
That's
Yeah.
a good one
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And then pizza. I mean, there's so many
Pizza
pizza
City.
places here.
We are Pizza City.
Yeah.
Or there is Pizza City.
That's what we call. I've heard people call Johnson City Pizza City because
Oh.
there's so many pizza joints.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
I don't
also
remember
called
where I
Little
heard it, but
Chicago,
it's called Little Chicago, but we
Chicago.
don't have deep dish.
Right.
Oddly.
Yeah.
but
I
there's
don't know.
pizza.
Right.
I love the Rocks.
Rock's
Rock's
Pizza,
Pizza.
yes. Larry Sanjid.
It's my favorite.
Hey, bro, you can come on the podcast too
Shout out to
sometime.
Rocks.
Yes, yes.
They've got killer salads too. It's like a fun vibe. There's oftentimes people playing live music there, which I love.
Mhm.
They have wild caught. Emphasis on wild caught Atlantic salmon because
Oh.
they don't have
Oh,
that
cool.
farm raised stuff.
Mhm.
And Carly will not. She'll just and hey, I'm with you. Eat the best you can get.
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
they have a salmon salad there that she loves, and it's
Yeah.
delicious.
That's awesome.
I'll try that next time.
Yeah. Have you guys been to Everybody's Pizza yet?
Yes.
That's my second favorite.
Is it really that good? Okay.
It's
We've had
good,
like
yeah.
a pot pie pizza, had like corn and potatoes on it.
Hush your mouth.
It's
Really?
exciting.
They got some unique pies there. Yeah.
What'd you think of the pot pie pizza, Mitch?
I don't remember that one, but they had.
So it wasn't memorable.
I guess it was for me.
I'm trying to think of the ones I
It's
had.
memorable
There
to
was
me because
also
I'm
one
like
that I
corn
dropped
and
on the
potatoes.
floor.
Oh,
There was one that was like not your mama's meatball pizza or
Ooh,
something.
yeah.
Like that. And had meatballs, ricotta cheese, and yeah, it was more of a traditional pizza, and it was good.
gotcha.
But they do a really good job there. I think it's in the brick oven.
Hmm.
Mm.
Tastes
So you
like
can
this.
get anything, but they have
Yeah,
some
you can
options.
like build your own pizzas
Gotcha.
and just make like a pepperoni pizza if you want. or
How,
whatever.
if it's brick oven, how's it compare with scratch? Have you
I
had
don't-
scratch?
Yeah, we have had scratch.
I like scratch too.
I feel like we need to try more of the pizzas at scratch because we've always done the trust pizza.
Yeah.
Just because it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to try just
Like, oh, apples and mandarins. I didn't know that went
Yeah.
well on a pizza. Yeah, it does.
right.
With bacon and yeah.
But I want to try something else. I need to get like just a pepperoni pizza or something
Yes.
to really appreciate it, I guess.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know.
Lots of good food around here.
Yes.
Shout out to one of our other favorites, Zoplai.
Oh,
We go there
Thai food.
maybe
mhm.
sometimes once a week.
Pineapple fried
least
rice
once a month.
with
Yeah.
chicken,
I'm all about
That
the
is good.
substitute
nam
broccoli.
cow.
I do like broccoli. Which
It's so
one?
good.
What do you like?
Nam cow.
Ham cow.
They serve it with like iceberg lettuce. You kind of scoop it and it's like this crunchy rice with like cilantro and pork and
It's good.
Mm.
amazing. That's one of our favorite
It's very,
restaurants.
very good.
And we
Mhm.
love the Roots Vietnamese.
Yep.
Get some pho.
See, I always say faux. I don't know why.
Some pho.
Because of the O on there, it's pho.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
get
we
some
help.
hot
We
soup.
help the Roots people buy a house.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
Strictly win. Yeah. Yep. Good
That's
folks.
awesome.
Yep. I had one of their coffees one time. Have you had the Vietnamese coffee there?
I have not.
Mhm.
you'll be up for 6 weeks.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like 17 shots of espresso, and then they take a half a cup of condensed milk
Oh wow.
and mix it together and put something else in there, and it is delicious. But I was like, "Woo!" It's like rocket
That's
fuel.
exciting.
Like, yeah, the condensed energy drinks down to a little cup of coffee. So, coming from not our area, seeing our area, where do you see us headed as a city?
That's a good question. I would say we came from a fairly large metropolitan area, not like New York City or like Los Angeles, but like a big area in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, how many people are in Salt Lake City? It's a couple million, right?
I don't. Yeah, there's a lot.
A lot of people.
Um, but yeah. Anyways, coming from there, that's kind of our perspective was from, and you come here and there's no traffic. It's a slower pace. It's very, I'd say, relaxed at times.
Mhm.
Very different culture,
Mm-hmm.
and we love that about it. But we do see it. We see a lot of potential for growth.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully not
As
too much.
I'm with
yeah,
you, right? Yeah.
and like you said on previous podcasts, I mean, there's a lot of people coming in from out of state,
Yes, sir.
and
I
for
guess we're
for
some
many
of those.
reasons. And
Some of them are great, like the people across the
Yeah.
table from me.
right. So I think there's a lot of room for growth, and I mean, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I think Johnson City has a lot of things, really good things going for it, and I mean, I can't really think of like a lot of things it could improve on, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
turning lanes. But other than that, we're good.
Turning lanes on two little one lane road back roads.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's where I see it. I just see it. I see it's got a lot of room to grow and expand, and
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
hope
Yeah.
it doesn't change too much though, because honestly, that's why we love it here. We love that
mhm,
you drive down a street and there's a trailer park and then a church and then a cow farm and then there's a nice apartment complex and it's just like a little bit of everything and
yeah,
All together.
it's
There are
not too
cows
busy.
right in town behind Cootie Brown's.
Yeah.
There's a farm.
I
right
love
there
that.
it's
in town.
amazing.
I love that.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah,
We hope
Um,
to have some cows one day. At least I do. I just want like one or two.
Mini one, like the little miniature cows. Have you
Sure.
seen those guys?
Those are fine, as long as I can milk it.
Oh, okay. So you can get your raw milk fresh.
Yes. Yeah, and I want some chickens too. But yeah,
Mitch isn't looking excited about these.
he actually loves animals.
I do love
despite-
animals,
Despite
yeah.
his demeanor, he likes animals.
Mm-hmm. Till they
Just
get
don't
out
have
of
the
the pen
space.
and they're it's
I
2
love
in the
I
morning.
love my dogs.
Right.
They're just dorky doodles. Yeah,
Yeah. They're
I could
nice.
have like 100 of them and be happy.
That's a
You
lot
see
of
100
dogs.
doodles just running around in the field.
Wow.
You could be the doodle dude.
The doodle dude,
hmm
That could be
doodle
your
king.
doodle king.
Yeah, there we go.
King of the doodles.
I'm getting there.
Well, anyways,
I have 2 of them.
Marissa's like, I don't.
we hope that Johnson
wants a
City
cow.
keeps its small town feel while also having a really strong
Yes.
community of
Mhm.
small businesses and a thriving like downtown area that
Mhm.
people are hanging out in all the time and
Mhm.
going around to. So yeah, I guess just more of the same. Is that a lame answer?
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah. I think
Don't change too much, Johnson
Right.
City.
So I think I love that you say that because I'm the same way, and we want to embrace growth,
Mhm.
but we don't want to lose our roots. And so I
Right.
think we have to get involved and help shape and work. A lot of times tirelessly and unprofitably, but it helps.
Right.
So I'd encourage you guys to get on like a planning commission or a committee with the downtown,
Sure, yeah.
Johnson City Downtown Development Authority or something like that. Or if you're listening and you want to get involved on a committee, come on.
Come on.
But
Mhm.
like there's a reason you left where you are, and there's a reason you're coming here if you're listening, and we don't want to change it. We don't want to get off track too far, but we do want to improve.
Yes.
Like,
It's really good to appreciate what is already here.
yes,
You have accessibility to everything.
we're so perfectly located in the
Yeah.
world. It's great.
Mhm.
You don't want it to, you don't want to change too far in one direction. You kind of want to keep it. Want to be able to go hiking
Mm-hmm.
and golfing
Mhm.
and then go eat downtown.
Mm-hmm. And not like wait in line to go hiking
Right.
or
Yes.
in line every
Have to find
restaurant you go to.
parking.
Yes.
That's one of the things I love because working downtown, I always find a parking spot.
See,
I don't have to pay for parking. There's always somewhere to park.
always somewhere to park, just for 2 hours.
Yep. Just yeah.
2 hours at a time.
I mean, they got the public lots that are pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
Love
I find
it.
a spot too, unless it's a Friday night, and then you can park like over at ETSU and walk it in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What didn't I ask you guys that I should have?
I don't know. There's a lot of good questions.
I'm really
Mhm.
excited about your business and how you're going to.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I feel like
I'm praying for
we're
y'all.
just the beginning too.
Yeah, isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
What do you do to grow and learn and shape your future? How are you
Mhm.
continuing to push yourself in those realms?
Trying new things. It's
Yeah.
always helpful. You're not going to grow anywhere if you keep doing the same thing. Sometimes that's uncomfortable, right? You got to
Mhm.
get out of the comfort zone if you want to grow.
Yes.
So, in fact, about a year ago, we were getting so swamped with projects. Mitch said you should hire another person
Mhm.
to help you, and I was very opposed to that because I'm like, people are hiring for, our art and our vision,
Mhm.
and they aren't gonna want someone else to do it, and this and that, the other, and so I ended up thinking on it, and then a few days later, I said I hired an intern, and he's like, what? So. Shout out to Addie if she's watching this. She's been working with us for
Awesome.
almost a year, and she started as an intern, just kind of helping me with some projects. Now she works part time with us,
That's cool.
maybe about 10 hours a week or so, and has been a great asset. So I think we would love to have a team of maybe 5, 6, 7 people to help fit
Mhm.
the needs of the community, and so that we can stay at a low price, I guess. But
Mhm.
Mhm.
yeah, just trying new
Expand
things
the
is
work
important.
instead
Right.
of raising our prices.
Yeah, instead of trying to control the vision, you're opening it up a little bit. Still have like, I think you're called to probably say, all right, this is the mountain we're going to go
Yes.
to the top of. However, how we get there is up to the team, and letting
Yeah.
go
Yes.
and realizing that it sounded like you are a great decision maker if it only took you 2 days to like process that and hire somebody. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you got a great candidate, which is fantastic.
Yes.
But yeah, the law of the lid, like sometimes you realize that, oh, wait, I'm the one holding us back. And so I'm trying to always ask myself, am I the one holding back our organization?
It's funny because I think about those things like we should hire somebody, we should do this, and I'll always present these ideas to Marissa, and then
Don't say always.
I don't always.
Frequently.
Sometimes.
I frequently, sometimes, always,
Maybe occasionally.
maybe occasionally, will present these ideas of, hey, maybe we should hire somebody or whatever, and then she kind of, I don't know, I don't want to lose what we have going,
Mhm.
and then out of nowhere she'll come into my office, hey, I just hired somebody. Okay, I guess you changed your mind.
I always acknowledge though that,
Yeah, she does.
hey, I think you were right about this. Let's
It's
try
funny
that.
though how it works with
Yeah.
our
But
team.
you got to keep trying new things if you want to evolve.
You
We're
do,
always
and
trying new equipment or offering new types of
Mhm. And you can only do so
sessions
much as
or-
yourself, right? I mean,
Yeah.
your income
Yes.
is limited to what you can do. And
Mhm.
so, and you're stealing joy and income for somebody else by not hiring them. So
Right.
jump on that.
Yes.
There
And
you
it
go.
keeps you creative too when you're trying new things. If you do the same thing every day, I mean, I would go insane. So.
Yes. I love every day is a new day, and I
Yeah.
get to meet different people and see different houses and help them with different
Yep.
things. And it's great. So
One of my favorite books I read just to get me in a creative and entrepreneurial mindset, I guess, is called Steal Like an Artist. And the book is just all about how, like, everything's been done, so you might as well, like, try your own take at it, right?
Mhm.
And nobody can do something exactly the same way as
Yeah.
you. So, like, don't be afraid to do the thing if you have seen someone else do it and you're like, oh, I want to try that, but I don't feel like I could, or someone's already doing it, or I want to steal their idea, because nothing's the same and everybody's different and has their
Mhm.
own unique set of talents and
Mhm.
gifts, and
Mhm.
like we were talking about. So I have seen other people do all sorts of things that I've wanted to do, and I've just done it in my own way, and
Mhm.
made it my own. So just own it and just go for it, I guess, is just the motto of my life.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's say somebody on the podcast listening right now
Yeah.
needs some media assistance. How do they contact you guys? How do they get a hold of you all? Besides, you can call me if you want, and I'll give you Mitch's number.
Call Colin.
Yeah.
And
Probably the most direct route is just to send us an email, hello@maypopmedia.com.
Mhm.
Or you can go to our website, maypopmedia.com, and there's like some information, a little form you can fill out there. If you have an idea and you want to get a quote, you can send us a Instagram or Facebook message. So
Nice.
I'm all over. I'm always everywhere. I can communicate back to everything pretty much on the daily. It's always my goal to zero inbox messages and DMs and all the
Yeah.
things, and
Good for you all.
I keep up with all of the messages wherever they come from pretty well. So
That's great.
and I don't. So Marissa does
that's
a really
part of my
Marissa does a really good job of
peopling
that.
job, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad that somebody made you like that to get to inbox zero. I think I last checked, it's 500 and something emails that I need to
That's okay.
deal with.
Right. Right.
A lot of it, yeah. Anyway, notifications
I
on
know.
stuff. Okay, so, and you're on the socials. Check them
We're on
out,
the
people. They're
socials.
awesome. And you
we
might want to
do
think
a
about
lot of
changing the
things.
name to Will Pop. Like if you go in business with these guys, your business will pop and grow, and it's going to be
That's
awesome.
nice.
So,
Thank you, Colin.
yeah, no, thank you guys for being on the podcast. Mitch,
Yeah.
thank you for taking care of me and the podcast and
You're
getting it out
welcome.
to our listeners. Thank you, listeners, for listening. And yeah, just really enjoyed spending time with you guys this morning.
We're so grateful. We've listened to the show and been fans of the show for many years. So it was actually really exciting for us to be your guests on the show. I was
Yeah.
like anxious all night. I was like, oh, I gotta wake up on time.
And I got a shout
Gotta
out
do my hair tomorrow.
to Leighton too.
Oh yeah,
For
Yes.
he is
giving us this opportunity.
he's like the godfather of the podcast.
He is. Yeah.
We always got to give props to Leighton Hart.
Yeah. I appreciate
Yes.
all he's done
If you're
for this,
listening, yeah.
for this area and for the media business.
Yeah,
here,
he's
too, so.
he's just such a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
I'm envious.
Yes.
I'm envious. So, well, thank you, listeners, for listening. Till next time, I'm Colin Johnson with the Colin and Carly Group and Keller Williams Realty. If you want to sell your home or make a move to Johnson City, I'm here to help. And if you need media assistance, call these awesome folks at Maypop Media and have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.